What's up, guys? Today we got a pretty neat video. We're going to show you how to remove terminals from one of these little terminal blocks, and also how to unpin terminals. We got a big giant mess here that somebody else brought us from another shop, and it's an electrical nightmare, and we're going to show you guys how to make your life a little easier. So come take a look at this one. All right, guys, what we have here is a Trailblazer made by Chevrolet, and this thing sucks major balls, because here's why. This is the old wiring harness, or the factory wiring harness that was in the vehicle. Well, the guy had carried it to another shop that likes to methificate a pretty good bit, and they done a pretty hack job on the wiring. So Wild Man Wally has found the issue, and that is right down in here where this plug goes. You can see here's the original plug that's in the replacement wiring harness. Well, what they did, of course, the pink wire goes in here where it's got this big gigantic gaping hole. Well, it plugs in here on the side where my light is, and it runs down, and they had it pinched down under here. Right there is where it was pinched. So what we got going on here is here's the original pink wire, and you can see the kind of shape that was going on with it. So what we did is we took this off of the old wiring harness here. So we need to unpin it, and we're going to show you how to do that. So let's get started. All right, you can see Wild Man Wally has got his surgical table all set up over here, and he's using the Snap-on terminal kit TT600. It's got a bunch of different kinds of terminal release tools in here and pin tools, and this is what he's got rigged up. As you can see, this is adjustable, and you can change the different size pin tools that go on the end of it. And so that's a little tiny one.
All right, got my small lead off in my connector or pin removal, and there's a locking tab right off in there. And what we want to do is actually apply pressure a little bit on the back of the wire to help release the lock. Go down here.
Down.
I gotta hold that right. There we go. There we go. Release the lock.
Pull it right out. And you can see it's kind of like a, I get the camera to focus. I don't make the light, that makes it worse.
Oh, sorry.
All right, there we go. And you can see kind of how it locks in there. And what you're doing is right in here is where you're pushing in. And that's what's actually releasing it. So then what we'll do, we'll take the screwed up one out of the car here, where the pink tab goes in here. We'll remove the old crappy, of course, take the blue one off, remove the old one that's all ganked up, and we'll put this one in, cut it off enough to solder into this pink wire so we can eliminate all of the frazzle dazzle sparkler show that normally goes on.
We can show them one more again on this if you want. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's broke off right off in there. That's where our pink wire is supposed to go. We'll pull this back out on this one. There. You can probably see it a little better now.
Yeah, you can see it down in there.
Ain't no good. Ain't no good at all.
There's too much methificating going on and not enough working as what the problem was.
Let's see. probably gonna be a slight pain in the butt.
Because you can't get to the wires hardly. All right, so this is what the one looked like that come out of the connector that was inside of there that that paint wire is hooked to. And you see the lock tab on it, the way it works, right there. So, there we go. And you can see here where the green wire that was on the one we replaced has been put in where the pink wire was. And we're gonna put it on that. And I'm fixing to solder that bad boy together. So anyway, you guys see what we're dealing with here and what we're working with here. And that should have everything fixed. And that should fix because that wire is actually supplying the wire going down to the transmission control module, which will have effect on the shifting issues the customer complained about. And also the cluster issues that he's complaining about. And what was the other one? But it all ties into that one. Oh, the key wouldn't release. Yes. And that has to do with the automatic lock actuator or whatever you call it right here. And that's all tied into the exact same problem, which comes from methacating.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Prime example, why not to do drugs. Right there. And hopefully get all this done and tidied back up and get this thing out of here, because as you can see, it's a big mess. Like always, guys, check the links down in the description for code tools and discount codes, and hit that thumbs up if you like this video. If you're not subscribed, click that button right down there. It's totally free. It don't cost you a dime. So me and Wally, we got some soldering to do. You guys have a good week. Catch you next time.